Hi everybody, this is going to be my first YouTube video. So what today's video is going to be about is my review on Jeffree Star and Lipstick NYX Behind the Brush tour in Grand Rapids, because that's the one I went to. So in all honesty, it was completely worth the money that you spent on it. And yes, it was a lot of money for the ticket that I paid for, but you get what you pay for. I learned so much more than what I thought I could actually learn from a class like that. They didn't care that you just, blurted out questions that you had. They were more than happy to answer any of them, and that was what was really worth the money, because I've learned so much about makeup and how to do a YouTube channel, how to do things like that I didn't think I was going to learn from just one makeup class, because you wouldn't think that you would really, learn so much from it, but I really did. And I got to take pictures with him, got to do everything that I would really want to do at one of those things. And I got to meet Lipstick NYX. She's the most gorgeous woman I've seen in makeup in a long time, and that's not even an exaggeration. And Jeffree, I mean, what pores? You don't have pores. You really don't. Like, you always say your skin's terrible. Your skin is flawless. I've seen it up and close and personal. I will tell you guys that now. His skin is flawless. So is Lipstick NYX, by the way. She knows how to blend perfectly and do everything. But not only that, but she told us the right brushes to use, how to contour the nose properly, how to contour properly, and things you can't learn. It's trial and error. Contouring is basically just something that you have to do on yourself. You can't watch somebody how they contour, because their face is different from yours. And that's basically what she was saying and what they were saying the whole time. We got to ask them both personal questions and professional questions. Now, I asked a simple question, well, maybe not simple, but question about what was Jeffree's best advice for a guy starting out in makeup and possibly wanting to start a YouTube channel or his own company of makeup and stuff. And, he basically said, you really have to work hard, you have to have the dedication, and, that's why I'm starting now. I'm not a cosmetologist yet, or not soon to be one, in the state of Michigan at least. And he said basically you just really need to work hard, make sure you post once or twice a week to stay relevant, post your stuff, review things that are really popular to do, just so you can kind of get your stuff out there and get your name out there and things like that. And I mean, that whole experience was great, because I've met so many nice people that I didn't really think I was going to meet, because I'm thinking it's just gonna be school or college, where you just go in and you learn things, you're not gonna meet anybody really. But I met really nice people. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be that inclusive or whatever, but it was really cool. I mean, the people that I met were really kind. They weren't expecting a guy in makeup. I think there was maybe 6 or 7 of us guys in makeup there, and the rest were women. I mean, which is completely fine, but I mean, that was great to see that many guys there, that they felt comfortable going there and seeing other guys in makeup. It kind of gave them the courage to keep on going. At least that's what it did for me. I'm not sure about anybody else, but that's what it did for me. But I learned how to do eyeshadow properly, because I am terrible at eyeshadow. I don't even know how to do it. And same thing with eyebrows. Those two things are just not good with me. Well, we did receive, gift bags and things like that, which we got a lot of his products in there, which I was extremely happy about. Wasn't thinking that I would get any of those products whatsoever, but it was so nice that he gave us those products. I mean, we've got really nice stuff. Like, I even won a raffle, and I never win anything, and I was happy to win it. And I won one of his pink mirrors, the star mirrors, which, by the way, is probably one of the best quality mirrors that I've ever received ever. So if you're looking for something like that, definitely go to jeffreestarcosmetics.com and swipe you one of those, because those are great. Same thing with his lipsticks and his eyeshadows. His lipsticks feel great going on. They don't dry out your lips. They're perfect. And we got like 15 shades. So alone, just with his makeup alone, we got our money back and our money's worth out of it. We've got other stuff that was in the other goodie bag too. And I'll show you guys some of that stuff too. Just one second. So I'll show you everything that I got. I also bought some some of Lipstick Nick's items too. So I'll just show you real quick what I've got. So basically, these are all the shades that I got. And then I got his Androgyny palette, Lipstick Nick's hat, the makeup bag, and then we also got, you know, the little VIP name tag, and then we got the Behind the Brush Tour notebook, and then pen, and then this is the mirror and everything in it, and it's honestly stunning. I'm sure you guys have seen it so much, but I also got him to sign my equality bundle, which I'm really happy about, because that was like my #1 thing that I wanted to get done, because he's really all about equal everything. Like, everyone should get the equal chance to do everything. And one of the main sponsors, the Creme Shop, gave us one of these things in our bag. It's, you know, a holder for your beauty blender, and it's one of their angled ones. The flat side is really good for doing your under eye and setting your under eye with powder. And then Benefit gave us the Gimme Brow, and it's actually in my shade, so I was happy to get that. They also gave us the Professional, and then also the Roller Lash, a full one, not the travel size. And then we also got Tatcha, her Silk Canvas, the travel size, and then the big, huge size. And then we got like this little highlighter from Milk Makeup, which is really good if you're looking for. And then I've always wanted a pair of these lashes from Lily Lashes. I don't know what style they're in, but they're from the Sephora collection, and they're literally stunning. And then we also got like one of the ColourPop pressed eyeshadow powders palette thing. And then we also got 2 of Sleek Makeup's eyeshadow palette, which I can see myself using a lot of. Like, a lot of these here in this palette were really good for, you know, basic makeup, you know, neutrals and stuff. And then this is going to be coming in a real big handle for me and for Pride in August. But those are just some of the things that I got. And I also got this shirt. It's the Behind the Brush. It's an official shirt, and it's really nice. It really is really comfortable. And the other thing about that is that Lipstick Nick also had sizes above a 2XL, which isn't a problem for me anymore, thankfully. But there are some people who couldn't find their size, you know, at other events that I've gone to, like concerts and stuff like that. They only have up to like a 2X. But she had like 3Xs and 4Xs of everything of her merch, including the shirt that I've got on and the other shirts and stuff, which is really great because you don't really see that with a lot of different brands and stuff, which is I'm really happy about. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking to go, I mean, I would say definitely spend the money, because it's more worth your while to do it. The event was run so perfectly. I mean, down to the T. Everything happened on time. you got to do things, you know, at the certain time that they sent, you know, and VIP people got a schedule. Like, I got an email saying when we would be able to do things, like, you know, 12:15 check-in time, 1 o'clock the class starts. Now, the class did start a little bit later, but, you know, things happen, you know, everything's not gonna happen, like, on time, which I'm used to because I always go to these events and things like that. But they gave us a schedule, which was really great because you can kind of, you know, schedule your time. They gave us a break. They did the raffle through the break. And, I mean, we got to do a Q&A session, at least the Ultra VIP and the VIP, which was really great because you got to ask them questions, whether it's about makeup, business, or personal questions, which was really good because, you know, for somebody like me who doesn't really have anybody that, you know, knows a lot about makeup that I talk to. Like, none of my friends really know a lot about makeup. None of my family really does. So getting to ask a lot of those questions that I've always wanted to ask is great. It's such a good amount of knowledge that you learn from it. I would highly recommend going to see it. I mean, you do pay. This general admission starts out at like $250 or something like that, and then the VIP was $350, and I think Ultra VIP was $450 if I'm not mistaken. But the things that you get inside and the experience alone of just being able to meet them and sit in the same room as them, for me personally, is worth all that money that I spent. I mean, it was really worth it. I mean, you pay that money, but you get what you pay for. Like I said earlier on, you get what you pay for. You didn't pay like $50 for the ticket. So, I mean, you get what hopefully you get what I'm saying. Like, you know, you spend, you know, so you say $50, but you get a crappy class. That's not going to help you out at all. But, like, with them, you learned from start to finish, like, what primers to use, what foundations, what concealers, what powders, what brushes, so on and so forth. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. But, like, you get what every knowledge that you need to learn how to do the makeup properly, and I even learned what type of camera to use. Do you think I'm going to go out and get that camera? Yes. Do you think I'm going to go out and get lighting, the proper lighting? Because right now I'm using the window lighting from my downstairs basement because I don't have anywhere else to film. But, like, I'm just learning, and those things are something that I can hopefully use in the future and do other things. But basically what I'm trying to say is if you love Jeffree and you love his work, but you also love Lipstick Nick and her work, it's definitely worth the money. Even if you don't like them all that much, the tour and the experience itself is just so nice. Even the workers that they had, you know, the people that were working for the tour, they were nice. Like, you don't normally get that. Like, they were really personable. They asked me several times, like, hey, you know, do you need anything? Like, can we help you with anything? Can we help you find a seat or whatever? And, you know, and yes, I did give them a card and stuff like that. But, I mean, that's because that's just how I was raised, you know. I wanted to thank them on a personable note, like just something that they can read in private and they can do on their own, which is what I wanted. I didn't really want them to, you know, read it out loud in front of people because it was something personal, and I'm glad that they didn't. And, you know, I'm glad that they accepted the gift, you know, because sometimes you try to give gifts to people and, you know, they don't really accept it. But I don't remember her name, but he's always in a lot of Jeffree's Snapchats and stuff. But she has, like, blonde hair, kind of like mine. But she was really nice. She's like, oh, are those gifts for them? And I'm like, yes, they are. And they're like, okay, cool, I'll make sure that they give them. And, you know, I seen her put it down on the floor, but in front. And then she told them as we were taking the pictures that, hey, he has gifts for you, or, you know, he has cards for you, just for you, you know. So hopefully you can read them or something, you know? So she made sure that I could see that she was telling them about it and they could hopefully read it. And hopefully they do read it, because if they did, that would be really cool. And even if they could like this video and, you know, maybe get me some subscribers, get me some YouTube money, because I'm trying to save up for this cosmetology degree. And honey, let me tell you, it ain't cheap. But that's about it for today. But yeah, I would definitely say go for it, spend the money, get the experience. It's well worth the time and money that you spend. It's over a 4-hour class. It's worth the time that you spend there. But yeah, that's it. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.